Isabel, as the Black Lives Matter movement spread globally after the death of George Floyd, this was a scene in Brussels. A crowd you can see here jumping on the statue of Leopold II. It's not the first time these statues have been targeted, but why this time is there so much anger on the person of Leopold II? Well, let's bring you a little bit of context on this. When it comes to who Leopold was, this is some of the pictures from his reign. He's this man with a long beard here. He was the ruler of Belgium at the turn of the 20th century, end of the 19th century. And under his rule, he personally had the Congo Free State, as it's called, colonized in his name. It became his personal property. And while the image that he wanted to portray to the world was this, the builder king, the man bringing the Congolese people into civilization, this was the reality. A reign of brutal terror. This is here a villager who's had his arm chopped. This is one of the tools of oppression used by the white colonialists there to maintain control. An estimated 10 million people died in the period where Congo was ruled by this man, Leopold II. And yet, he is the man who stares out from those plinths across Belgian cities. He is the man that many people feel should come down. One of those who feels that is a guy called Kito Biango here. He is the son of the late judge in the Supreme Court, in fact, the first president of the Supreme Court in the Congo. Here he is in his silent protest here. One of many who, during the Black Lives Matter protests, said that this was the turning point in history for Belgium to look at its record. I asked Kito, who is himself an artist and an activist, to explain to us why he felt so strongly. This is what he had to say to us.
Do we see statues of Adolf anywhere in Europe, let alone in the world? This is unacceptable. For a country like us, Belgium, the center of Europe, it's unacceptable. We have to change this, and now. It is time, we feel it in the world, it's time to make a change. We need to adjust everything right now.
Well, one thing that did happen to mark the anniversary was a letter, a pretty unprecedented letter from the king, in which the King of Belgium, who of course is a direct descendant of Leopold II, saying here the colonial period caused humiliation and harm, going on to say he expressed deep regrets. This in a letter to mark the 60th anniversary of the now Democratic Republic of Congo, written to the president of that country. But it falls short of a complete apology, and that is something many people have pointed out. Still, though, it is an unprecedented move from the Belgian royal family. But it is worth saying that while that was what the king did, the Prime Minister echoed his words and also unveiled a plaque marking the anniversary of the independence of the DRC. Here it is. This is a plaque in Brussels. But Isabel, the reality is that no matter how many plaques are put up, this debate about demands for statues of Leopold to come down, well, they're not going to be going anywhere.